guys, I was gonna do a little video on detoxing myth, but I'm gonna do this from the office later. I have to share something about this. Is the God is amazing. It just talks to you. It's like, here, I'm sending you a message, share it. The necessity to being flexible. I cannot tell you how important it is to be flexible. I'll tell you what, I have been rushing the whole 2 days, not in a bad way, just organizing myself. I went back to the farm to take care of some things. I need to share some personal stuff. I will share it because it's really big stuff. But I went back to the farm, organized some things, and then this morning my schedule was get up super early. My alarm didn't go off. I'm like, okay, so I woke up at 6:45, which is still early, but not early enough. And I did everything I needed to do, so I sorted it out. But then I got because I had an appointment with the osteopath at 11 o'clock, and it's someone new that I'm trying because my osteopath is on the other side from where I am, so I can no longer go to him, which breaks my heart because he's the best osteopath on the planet that I've met, but it is what it is. So I went to, I booked it. Now they call me, and they called me yesterday to confirm, and I'm like totally happy to go. I'm like, yes. And then I was like a little bit anxious though, because I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to just rush like crazy. And because they called me this morning, and they canceled because the doctor is sick. So I'm like, fine, no problem. We will schedule when he's better, or I find someone else. I don't really care because I haven't tried him yet. But then I had, then I was like, okay, well, this will give me the chance to go to, I have to go and see someone that deals with antiques because of something that I'm working on. And I was gonna go to his shop, and I was like, perfect, I can go on the way. I'll just stop there, do whatever I have to do. Because I have an appointment with some technicians from the company Mayo, which is a tele company that does internet and so on, between 1 and 5. Now, these guys, at a friend's house, I'm helping them, but these guys are, like, this is Portugal. If anything, they're gonna be late. But no, I'm driving to the antiques place, and they call me from Mayo, and they're like, are you there? I'm like, oh, no, why? And we have an appointment at 1. Oh no, we are on our way now. I'm like, okay, give me half an hour. Is that okay? And they're like, yeah, half an hour is perfect. And I'm just like, this never happens when they're like early, right? Never happens. This is why you have a slot of time, which is really annoying already, because I'm like, can you just give a time? Like an hour, not 5. But anyway, so we go there. Now I'm going there. And I'm like, okay, let's be flexible. So I sent a message to the guy of the antiques, and I told him, and he's like, oh, you don't have to worry about me because I don't do appointments. You just come whenever. But you know, I want people to feel respected. Like I told you I'm coming this morning, and I'm not coming this morning, so I'm just gonna be really transparent because it's your time, and I don't want to feel and seem flaky, and you know. So it is like I'm driving, and I'm like, okay, we're just redirecting, and this is a metaphor. It really is a metaphor for truly for life. And it's funny though, and again, this is really connected to manifestation. When I was thinking about my schedule this morning, I was like, oh, I wish I could do mail first, get it out of the way, because, and I shouldn't say I wish, because I was just like, I was just thinking, mail first, get it out of the way, then later go and see the antique guy, and I just have everything scheduled, because I have a meeting at 6, and then like the evening is really busy. But I'm like, you know, I have some things I want to do earlier, and this happens. It's like manifesting. But also how important it is to be flexible sometimes. And of course, I didn't have a hard appointment, you know, but this is not even about me, because the universe is always, if you're open, the universe is always stuck on the structuring, right? God is like, don't worry, I got you. I know what you need. I know what stresses you out. I get you, and I will make sure that the universe is all aligned to make that happen. And this is when we are in the flow of things. I am not fighting. I'm not pushing to just, I'm like, okay, whenever I need to be there, I'll be there. It's not a problem. I just, you know, in my heart, I'm like, I knew the feeling of what it would feel like if my schedule was like this, and my schedule is turning out exactly as I actually want it today. which is amazing. Another thing that came up is like, okay, today I'm so busy. I don't want it to be hot because, Marley, and I really don't want to be sweating like I have for the past week. The weather is actually a good temperature. It's amazing. So I think, and I know that people can say, this is so random, like, come on. I'm not controlling the weather. I'm just saying, what you put out there, it does manifest in the circumstances so that you can take inspired action to make things happen. Things don't just happen. You're not going to just sit there and I'm like, I wish I could have $1 million, and boom, $1 million comes into your bank account. If that were that easy, everybody would be a millionaire. But that doesn't mean that everybody can't be a millionaire. What I'm saying is you have to take inspired action by creating the circumstances, by allowing yourself to be flexible and open. So you have to just be present. And also, I caught myself saying I wish, right? I wish is not a good word to say because it's like you don't know that it's happening. And of course, sometimes we don't know. And like I wasn't actually manifesting. I wasn't thinking about manifesting the perfect schedule today because I really have not gotten into that rhythm. And I'm like, I need to get into that rhythm actually because I am that powerful. I've seen it. Stuff that is happening, I cannot tell you, okay? Like, you manifest all the time. I've mentioned this before. I shared it before. I did a little workshop. But it's amazing when you're just open to being flexible, to not being fixated and stuck and stagnant and very hardness and inflexibility create resistance. This is true in physics. It's true in everything. It's true in life. It's true in your physical body. Like if you are going to, think about it this way. When you go to a yoga class and you try and do a pose and you force yourself to go into it, your body will tense up because your mind is like, this is not happening. Why is it not happening? Why I'm not touching my toes? If you just relax your body and breathe into it and just allow your body to slowly elongate towards the toes, you will eventually touch the toes. It's really that simple. It's really that simple, period. Because your neuroplasticity is the key to manifesting, is the key to flexibility, is the key to things happening, is the key to health, is the key to everything. And by neuroplasticity, I mean that elasticity in the brain to allow you to know that things will happen and you don't have to force them. That you know deep inside that as in another dimension from this reality, things are happening the way that you want them to happen. That another version of you is already existing in whatever space and time that is. And this is why sometimes you have these innate skills that you're like, how did I learn how to do this? They come from another timeline. It's just that we're not used to knowing all this. We're not taught this. We're not understanding. We don't understand quantum physics. Quantum physics wasn't even a thing until then. I mean, there are so many things that are not proven. If you watch the Big Bang Theory, they were quantum physicists, and isn't it ironic how they were trying, the whole series, okay, until the end, of course, but they were trying to prove something that couldn't be proven, like this is not real science, because it's fluff. But it's not fluff. It's just that we don't understand the universe like we should do, because we haven't even connected the fact that every part of our body is part of the universe, that our cellular structure mimics the space and stars and movements of the ether. We just don't understand elemental science, and so we can't connect to it because we haven't understood that we are part of that movement. So it's really amazing when you click and when you start seeing, look at just for fun, go on Google and look at DNA and then tell me that that's not an amazing structure that mimics the heavens, that mimics rhythms, that mimics, what they call, even in the Bible, Jacob's ladder. It's not an actual ladder, it's a code, and we are made of codes. The Fibonacci sequence is not a random sequence, it's very calculated. We really are made by the most amazing, perfect architect. We have learned so much from that in the sense of like even our science, right? So that comes from people that have understood how the universe is talking to us to a certain extent. The problem with humans is that we limit things by wanting to prove everything the way that we can conceptualize it. But our mind is small in comparison to the universal, the laws of the universe. You have to be flexible. You have to be open. And things will reveal to you as you go. If you stop being flexible, you're becoming dogmatic. This can happen in religion, it can happen in society, it can happen in politics, it can happen in science, it can happen in medicine. It can happen in every single part of our life to become dogmatic. It is uncanny when people don't see that and realize how important it is to be flexible. So guys, here is to attachments. Poof, go. Be flexible and let it happen and see what happens. Unfolds for you today, tomorrow, forever. I mean, life, in this dimension, life can seem short according to what we look at time. But we are here to stay. Energetically, our spirits are here to stay. Can you believe? I cannot tell you, I am really enjoying life now. Like, I am so grateful to be present here and experiencing everything, the bad and the good, hey? The hurt and the happiness. I really, even the hurt, I'm like, my God, so many lessons. But I cannot tell you, I'm like, when this is over and I'm in the next place, even if I come back here, I hope I remember, there's so many holes in the street. I hope I remember the lessons, because honestly, relearning the same thing sometimes is frustrating. So I am just hoping that if I come here, I have learned the lessons and I'm going forward with those lessons and memories of this experience. And I think once you actually get to the place, you do. But I also hope that if I don't come back here, whatever I go next is going to be freaking amazing, because we are so big. Like, yeah, this is nothing. So I wanted to share this, and I hope that you have an amazing day. And guys, I would love to carry on this conversation. Put your comments, talk about it, share your crazy stories. I don't have to be the only one talking. You can, make videos and send them to me. I can even repost them. I am so open to just having fun with you guys. So, see you later. Bye.